Gbajabiamila, the immediate past Speaker of the House of Representatives, presented the Ministerial Nominees list to the Senate President Godswill Akpabio during plenary. Elsewhere, the Federal Capital Territory High Court has dismissed a request by the Department of State Services (DSS) seeking a 14-day extended detention order for the suspended Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele. Correspondents gathered that the application was filed by the DSS legal team. The DSS based its application on the new evidence it had discovered. In his judgment, Justice Hamza Muazu held that the application was an abuse of the court process. He also said the court lacked the jurisdiction to hear the matter. Emefiele was arraigned before the Federal High Court in Lagos for illegal possession of firearms. Justice Nicholas Owebo had granted Emefiele a 20 million naira bail and ordered him to be remanded in the Ikoyi facility of the Nigeria Correctional Service pending the perfection of his bail conditions. The DSS, however, prevented the Correctional Service from taking Emefiele. The secret police moved to rearrest Emefiele.
The same DSS that had procured through previous orders today have come to court to ask the High Court of FCT to sit on appeal over the direct orders of the Federal High Court Lagos, to ask the High Court of FCT to sit on appeal over the same High Court of FCT. Luckily, the vigilance of the defense team and good Nigerians led to our presence in court today, and they were forced to withdraw the application, and same was consequently struck out. Now, what this means is that the DSS continues to hold a Nigerian citizen against the express orders of several courts. The High Court is a court of unlimited jurisdiction. We expect that with what happened today, the DSS will obey the court orders and release Mr. Godwin Emefiele immediately to his family.
The federal government has appealed to the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress (TUC) to shelve its planned strike scheduled to start next Wednesday, saying it was doing everything possible to address issues raised by the labour movement on the removal of fuel subsidy. The appeal came against the backdrop of the strike notice announced by the labour movement, giving the federal government a 7-day ultimatum to address what it described as anti-people policies or face industrial action. Speaking after the steering committee meeting on palliatives, the special advisor to the president on energy, Olu Venje, pleaded with Labour to give the federal government more time to look into its grievances rather than embark on industrial action. She explained that the government was yet to roll out palliatives because it did not want to make mistakes, adding that the meeting with organized Labour was productive.
We've agreed to continue to make progress. It was a very productive meeting. The focus was really around how we fast-track a lot of the interventions that will bring relief, particularly around CNG mass transportation, cleaner energy transportation, and reduce the impact of the cost of transportation, the increased cost of transportation. So we've made good progress, and we're going to continue to do so, and so that we can start rolling out these opportunities and these relief and measures as quickly as possible.
However, the labor union said they would still embark on the planned strike and mass protest should the government fail to meet its demands. Recall that the NLC, in a communique at the end of its Central Working Committee meeting held on July 25th at Labour House, Abuja, also demanded the immediate inauguration of the Presidential Steering Committee as agreed in their earlier engagements.
The outcome is very brief. We met based on 520 increase, and the committee that was set based on that, and we agreed to work to realize the objectives that was set during that moment.
What we want government to do is to address the plight of Nigerians. Nigerians are suffering, just as we said in our press conference a few days ago, that Nigerians are suffering, that things are hard, that things are difficult. And because things are difficult today in Nigeria, you must roll out programs to ameliorate this suffering, because at the end of the day, it is about Nigerians. Because government exists in order to take care of the downtrodden majorly. So all we are saying is that government must, as a matter of urgency, because we don't have that time anymore. So as a matter of urgency, must roll out, various programs that will create alternative to PMS and also palliatives. So these are the two focus: alternative to PMS, that is about the CNG, and also the palliatives that must be brought out to ameliorate the sufferings that Nigerians are passing through.
President Bola Tinubu has appealed to the organized labor to give him more time to look into their grievances rather than embark on an industrial action. This was disclosed by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, after he led the House leadership to brief the President on the outcome of their engagement with the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, which has declared a nationwide strike action. Abbas, after the meeting, told State House correspondents that Tinubu said he was new in office and needed time to evaluate the issues that were raised by the workers, over which he had yet to be briefed. He maintained that the purpose of the visit to the presidential villa was to intimate the president of the progress made with the Doctors Association.
But from what he heard from me, he also advised that we should channel all those issues to the Chief of Staff for him to look at them one after the other. So I believe within the next coming days, some concerted actions to be taken. It's a work in progress. I'm sure some of the issues that they have raised, if we can be able to meet some of their expectations halfway, of which we are on it, we already set up another committee chaired by the majority leader of the House to look at those issues. I am sure one or two interventions in their areas of concern will prevail on them to come back to the negotiating table and also accept to withdraw that.
Hello, hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the notification button so you get notified about fresh news updates.